Hello everyone. In this video, we are learning about file handling in PHP. So first of all, see the definition of file handling. So file handling is the process of interacting with the files on the server, such as creating a file, writing the content in the file, reading the content in the file, and deleting the existing file. So we see the program related to this file handling in PHP. So see here. So file operations in PHP. First one is creating file. Second one is writing content in the file. Third one, reading content in the file. Next one, appending data in the file. Checking the file, checking the existing file, and include function, including the file in one PHP file to another PHP file by using this include function. So see here, include function is used to put data of one PHP file into another PHP file. Nothing but we are inserting one PHP file into another PHP file by using this include function. Finally, deleting the file. So first program. So you see the first program, nothing but creating the file. So to create a file in PHP, we use the function name touch. By using touch, we create a file in PHP. So see here, I'm using if condition. Function name is touch. File name is become.txt. So this if condition will check whether this test file, namely become, is there in the system or not. If become.txt is not in the system, by using text function, it will create the file name. By using text function, it will create this file name, namely become.txt. So use if condition here, and by using text function, we are creating the empty file, namely become.txt. So here echo statement file is created. So see the output file is created. Next one, writing content in the file. So in order to write the content in the file, we have to first open the file by using fopen, and to write the content in the file, we use the function fwrite. And lastly, we have to close the file by using fclose. So to write the content in the file, first of all, we have to open the file by using fopen, and to write the content in the file, and to write content in the file, we have to use the function fwrite, and finally we have to close the file by using fclose function. So see here, by using fopen, I am opening the file name become.txt. Here we have to mention the mode. Here we are writing the content in the file. So the mode is write mode. So for write mode, we have to write W. So W indicates nothing but write mode. So we have to write content in the file. We use write mode. So for write mode, we write here W. So all this content, all this information will be stored in this variable, namely FP. So you are opening the file name become.txt. So here we are opening the file name become.txt, and we are writing the content in the file. So in order to write the content in the file, we are using the mode, namely write mode. So we write the W here. So all this information will be stored in this variable, namely FP. Next, to write the content in the file, we use the function, namely fwrite. So by using fwrite, we write the content in the file. So see here we have to mention the variable name which contains the file name, and the content we are writing in the file, namely hello, how are you? Namely hello, how are you? So to write the content in the file, we use the function, namely fwrite. So in fwrite, we have to mention the variable name $fp and the content to write in the file. So content is hello, how are you? And finally, we have to close the file. So to close the file, we have to write the function fclose, and in fclose, we have to mention the variable name which contains the file name. So $fp. So finally, we get the output, namely file written successfully. So after getting this output in the browser, we have to check the file become.txt, and and you have to check this file become.txt whether this content is stored in this file or not. After getting the output, file returned successfully in the browser, you have to check whether this content hello how are you is in this file or not. Next, third one, reading content in the file. So in order to read the content in the file, first of all you have to open the file by using open, and by using function namely of getters, you can read the content in the file, and you have to close the file by using fclose. So first of all, you're opening the file. You're opening the file become.txt by using fopen. In order to read the content in the file, we use the mode namely read mode. So by using read mode, we have to read the content in the file. So this mode is R. So R indicates read mode. R indicates read mode. Basically, so all this information will be stored in this variable namely fp. Next, in order to uh, read the content line by line, we use the function namely fgetters. So function name is fgetters. In this function, we have to write the variable name $fp, which contains the file name. After that, you have to close the file by using fclose. So fclose, and inside the fclose function, you have to write the file name. And inside the fclose function, you have to write the variable name $fp. So in the browser, we'll get the output, which is stored in the file, nothing but hello, how are you? Data, next one, appending data into the file, nothing but adding data into the file. So again, we have to open the file. Your appending data in the file is nothing but adding extra content, writing extra content in the file. So we have to write the function fwrite. And finally, you have to close the function by using fclose. So in order to open the file, you use the file function name. In order to open the file, you use the function name fopen. And inside the fopen function, we write the file name. And this mode is A, nothing but append mode. A is nothing but append mode. Now we have to write extra content in the file. So to write the content in the file, again we use the function. Again we use the function fwrite name, and inside the fwrite function, we mention the variable name $fp and the content, and the extra content we want to add in the file, and the extra content, nothing but additional content, we want to add in the file name namely become.txt. So this is the extra content which will be added in this file name namely become.txt. Again, finally, you have to close the function by using fclose, and inside the fclose, we have to mention the variable name which contains the file name. And finally, we get the output file appended successfully. File appended successfully. And we have to check whether this additional content is added in the file name become.txt. So see here, previously file contains the content hello, how are you? Now we are adding extra content. This is an additional text. So hello, how are you? And this is an additional text. So this is the content. So this is the additional content we added here by using this PHP program. So this see here, previously the file contains the content hello, how are you? Now by running this program, we added this content. This is an additional text. So hello, how are you? This is an additional text. So this is the content stored in this file name become.txt. Now checking the file. To check the file, we use the function name file underscore exist. File underscore exist. See here, file underscore exist function in PHP is an inbuilt function which is used to check whether the file or a directory exists in the system or not. To check the file, to check whether the file is in the system or not, we use the function namely file underscore exist. So here by using if condition, we are checking the file namely become.txt. txt. So if condition, checking the file by using function name file exist and file name become.txt. So this function purpose is to check this file name is in the system or not. If this file name become.txt in the system, if this file name become.txt is in the system, we get the output file folder. And if this file name become.txt is not in the system, then we get this print statement which is in the else part, namely file not found. Next one, deleting the file. In order to delete the file, we use the function namely unlink. So in order to delete the file, but we use the function namely unlink. So unlink file name, unlink file name. So this information is stored in this variable namely $status. So by using unlink, we will delete this file name become.txt. And finally, we get the output file deleted successfully. After getting this output in the browser, you have to check whether this become.txt is deleted in the system or not. And next function is include function. The next function is include function. So see here, include function is used to put data of one PHP file into another PHP file. So we can put the data of one PHP file into another PHP file by using this include function. So see the program here. See here we are seeing two PHP files named result.php and return value.php. So in return value.php, see the code here, 4 plus 4 is equal to 8. So this variable contains the value 8. So this variable contains the value 8. So the data, whatever data we get from return value.php will be included in this result.php. So see result dot dollar result is equal to include return value.php. So return value.php will return the value 8. So this 8 will be stored in this variable $result by using this function namely include. So this include function will include the result that came from return value.php, nothing but 8 in this variable name $result. So this result, variable result contains the output of return value.php, which is included in this result.php by using this file name, by using this function name include. Now print statement, echo statement. The included file returns the value. The included file returns $result. In $result, store the value 8. In $result, store the value 8. So our output is the included file returns 8. So we run this program. We have to store the file in C drive, XAMPP, HD documents. I have created a file. I have created a folder with name BCA, and in this BCA folder, I stored all these files. See here. First file, creating file. Next one, writing file. Next one, reading file. Checking the existence of the file. Appending file, deleting file, and including file. Write file.php and include file.php. So we execute one by one program. So see here, in order to run this PHP program, we have to start the Apache server, which is in XAMPP control panel. Now we execute the program. First program, nothing but create file.php. So open the browser one by one. So see here in browser, we have to type localhost and folder name. Folder name is BCA. So first program is create file.php. I'm opening this file. I'm running this file. So here. So file created. We have to check whether this file is carried in this location or not. So see here, after running this create file.php, we got an empty file, namely become.txt, which is an empty file, here become.txt, which is an empty file. So create file.php. So we'll create a file, empty file, namely become.txt. In the location, C drive, XAMPP, htdocs, BCA. In this location only, this empty file is created by using this create file.php. And next one, we have, in order to write the content in the file, we run the file write file.php. So go to browser. So see here, by using create file.php, we created empty file become.txt, which is stored in a C drive, XAMPP, htdocs, BCA folder become. File name is become, which is an empty file. So we have to write the content in the file. So in order to write the content in the file, we use this, we run this program write file.php. So here, file written successfully. File written successfully. So we have to check whether the content is written in this empty file or not. So this open this become file. You have to open this become file and check whether the content is written in this file or not. So see here, hello, how are you? After running this program write file.php, the content is written in this empty file. Content is hello, how are you? Next, so see here, read file.php to read the content in this become.txt file. So see here, whatever content in this file will be displayed in this browser. Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? So this is the content in this become.txt file. The same content is displayed in the browser. Next one, appending file, nothing but adding data to this. So next one is uh, appending file. Appending file, nothing but adding content, adding extra content to this file. So run this program here. Again, go to browser. Appending file.php. So run this program. See here, output. See the output. File appended successfully. Nothing but extra content is added in this become.txt file. Now we check this content is added in this file or not. See here. Hello, how are you? So this is the content we added by using append file.php. So by using append file.php, we added the content. This is the additional text. So this is the extra content we added by running this append file.php. Next one, checking the file existence. Checking the file existence. So here to check whether this file is in the system or not, we run this program file existence.php. So here file is found. Become.txt is in the system, so we get the output file is found. If this big file in this become.txt is not in the system, we get the output file not found. And next one, deleting file. So to delete the file, we run this program. See here, file deleted successfully. File deleted successfully. Nothing but become.txt file is completely removed from our system. You can check in the location. Go to location, scene drive, exam, HT documents, PCA folder. So go to check the where to check. So to check whether the file is deleting our system or not, go to scene drive, XAMPP, HT documents, BCA. See the file become.txt is not in the system. See the file become.txt is not in our system. It was deleted by running this file, namely delete file.php. And finally, including file and return value function, we include the output of return value.php in include file.php. So whatever output we get from return value.php will be included in this include file.php by using include function. So see here, so we run this include file.php. See here, the include file returns the value 8. So this value 8, we get this value 8 by using so by include function, we got this value 8. So by using include function, we got this value 8. Of return value .php is included in this file by using include function. So we get the output 8 here. Thank you.